Hello, this is Milsurp, and here we are together again on YouTube. This is part 2 of the Arisaka project, and I am very, very surprised and very pleased that this rifle has cleaned up as much as it has. Most of the rust that was on it was surface rust, and most of it came off actually really well, and I was able to leave just about all of the bluing that was on it intact. And I got this frickin' sword plugged on here to the end of it. It goes out there. You could stick somebody to the wall with that. Scheisse. Anyways, here are the rear sight pieces and the ejector. Still got some stuff to do, but this this bolt cover here was just okay. This isn't going to work with one hand. This bolt cover, we can remember how rusty it was. I did put some oil on this after I took it to the wire wheel. Still a little bit rusty, but I don't want to get too much more of it off for fear that some of the bluing might come off. It was really heavy out right here around the chrysanthemum, and I think I may have taken a little bit off there, but to get that rust off and leave so much of it intact still is fine with me. The bolt has cleaned up actually quite well too. There's still a little rust inside the bolt here. I'm not sure how you get this piece off without ruining it, so I'm not going to take it off, and just keep it good and lubed. And I don't know if I'll take some light sandpaper to the raceways of the bolt here. The steel wool didn't really get a whole lot of that out. It got most of the surface rust off of there, but I don't know. I think that's just going to be gritty and nasty and be a pain in the ass to get out of the receiver area if I get it in there. Get this bayonet off and set it aside for a minute. The one thing that I was also worried about was the bore, and it's still slightly worrisome, but it did clean up pretty good. Lands and grooves aren't as sharp as I would have hoped they would be, but I was surprised at how well it did clean up considering how it was, and I should have tried to get a bore shot before, but I just don't know if I would have been able to see anything. It was just so dirty. There is a little bit of pitting here and there, which isn't surprising at all, as it's been speculated, this is probably a later 30s rifle, so if anybody does know for sure, still interested in knowing how you can determine the exact date. But this here is a little bore light. It just collects light through the back side of it there and projects it down the barrel, which is a neat little tool, hands-free one. So I'll put a third part up, I guess, when I get it all finalized and get all the parts and pieces back on it. The butt plate was rusty. I've got a lot of shit just everywhere, but that's some of the rusty, nasty shit that came off of the butt plate and the back side of the gun but I've since taken this to the wire wheel. There's still some heavier rust on there. I still have to work at getting that off, and just a little bit on the back side. Not too bad. The butt plate screws were pretty rusty. They were completely rusty, I should say. So, still got a little ways to go. I don't know if this barrel band is really salvageable as far as bluing is, since it's just rusted, but the front one wasn't too bad. Not too bad at all. So until the next video, Marshall Zukov signing out.